Hello student. Now in today's session we will discuss about the Kutzbach criteria. Okay, so by ignoring some expectation, it is possible to determine the degree of the freedom of mechanism directly from the number of links and types of the joint. Okay, to find out, in last session we discussed about what is degree of the freedom and how we will find out the degree of the freedom of the mechanism by calculating the number of pin joints and etc. Okay, now in this criteria we can find out the degree of the freedom of the mechanism by knowing the number of links in the mechanism, number of joints or number of lower pair and number of higher pair in the mechanism. We all know what is the lower pair and what is the higher pair. Lower pair means if the two links are connected together and they having a surface contact between them, then it is called as a lower pair. And higher pair, if there is a surface contact, then it is called as a lower pair, and if there is a point contact or line contact, then it is called as the higher pair. Okay, so to find out the degree of the freedom by knowing the number of links, number of binary joints, or by knowing the number of lower links and by knowing the number of higher links, we can find out the degree of the freedom of the mechanism. Okay, so they have one formula. The number of degree of the freedom of the plane mechanism which have a plane motion is given by, means if we consider the mechanism in and the mechanism having, means mechanism is planar mechanism, then we can find out the degree of the freedom by using this formula. The formula is F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2 minus 2J1 minus J2, where L is the degree of the freedom of the, F is the degree of the freedom of the mechanism, L is the number of links in the mechanism, J is the number of lower pair, J1 is the number of lower pair or number of binary joint, and J2 is the number of higher pair. Okay, so we can apply this criteria to find out the degree of the freedom of the mechanism. Let us consider this one example. In this example, we have to find out the degree of the freedom. Here they consist of a number of links. In this case is 3, link 1, link 2 and link 3. So L is equal to 3 in this case. Number of binary joint, all we know that the binary, what is mean by binary joint. So binary joint, here is a one binary joint at point A, here is another binary joint at point C, and is another binary joint at point B. Means total number of binary joints in this case is equal to 3. Number of higher pair means if there is a line contact or a point contact between the two links, then it is called as the higher pair. So in this case higher pair is equal to 0. So by putting the value, we have a formula to find out the degree of the freedom, that is F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2. L is equal to 3, we put L is equal to 3, J1 is equal to 3 and J2 is equal to 0. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2, 2 into 3 6 minus 2 into 3 6, so 6 minus 6 is equal to 0. So degree of the freedom of this mechanism is 0, and if degree of the freedom is equal to 0 means this is a not mechanism, it is a structure. Means in this case there is no relative motion between the links, and from observation we can see that there is a no relative motion between the links can occur. Okay, so degree of the freedom in this case is equal to 0. Now we have to find out the degree of the freedom in a case B. In a case B, slave. Okay, so here are a number of links in this case is equal to L is equal to, in this case L is equal to 4. L is equal to 4. Number of binary joint means J1 is binary joint. Here is a one binary joint at point A, here is another binary joint at point B, the next binary point at C, and next binary point pin joint at D. So number of binary joint in this case is equal to 4. Therefore L is equal to 4, J1 is also is equal to 4. Number of higher pair, the number of higher pair in this case is equal to 0. So we have a formula that to find out the degree of the freedom, that is F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2. We will put L is equal to 4, J1 is equal to 4. So 3 into 3 is 9, 9 minus 8 is equal to 1. So degree of the freedom in this case is equal to 1, means number of independent parameter to define the position of the mechanism is 1, okay, that is equal to theta. So degree of the freedom in this case is equal to 1. Now we have to find out the degree of the freedom in a case C. Degree of the freedom in a case C. Number of link in this case is equal to 5. Number of binary joint at point A, binary joint at point B, binary joint at point C, binary joint at point D, and binary joint at point E. So number of binary joint in this case is equal to 5. Number of higher pair in this case is equal to 0. So L is equal to 5, J1 is equal to 5, and J2 is equal to 0. Okay, so degree of the freedom, 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2. So L, if we put L is equal to 5, J1 is equal to 5, we will get F is equal to 2. F we get here is equal to 2, means number of degree of the freedom, or degree of the freedom in the case C is equal to 2. Okay, now we will consider the degree of the freedom in a case D. Degree of the freedom in a case D, count the number of links here. Here is a link 1, here is a link 2, link 3, link 4, link 5, and link 6. Total number of links here is 6. Calculate the number of pin joint. So here is number of binary joint, and we know that one ternary joint is equivalent to 2 binary joints. So here is one ternary joint, here is also one ternary joint, here is also one ternary joint, and here is also one ternary joint. Means in this case there are 4 ternary joint, and one ternary joint is equal to 2 binary joint. So total number of binary joint in this case is equal to 2 into 4. 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. So J1 in this case is equal to 8. Okay, how this J1, that is number of binary joint, is equal to 8? Because in this case single binary joint is not present, here is a ternary joint is present. And where is the ternary joint is present? Ternary joint is present at point A, ternary joint is present at point B, ternary joint is present at a point D, and ternary point is present at a point C. Okay, and each ternary joint is equivalent to the 2 binary joint. Means total number of binary joint in this case is equal to 2 into 4, that is equal to 8. Okay, so if we put this value in our equation, that is F is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2. So here 15 minus 16, that is equal to minus 1. Here degree of the freedom is minus 1, means it is also one structure. So here we have some note, understand this note. When F is equal to 0, what is F? F is the degree of the freedom. If F is equal to 0, means degree of the freedom is equal to 0, then mechanism form a structure. Means if there is a mechanism and this mechanism having the degree of the freedom is equal to 0, means this is a not mechanism, this is a structure. And what is the meaning of this f is equal to 0? There is no relative motion between the links. Okay, there is no relative motion between the links when f is equal to 0, and it is also called as a locked chain. Means this chain is locked. What is mean by locked? There is a no relative motion will occur between the links. Okay, okay. Now when f is equal to 1, when f is equal to 1, then mechanism can be driven by a single input motion. When degree of the freedom is equal to 1, then mechanism can be driven by the single input motion, or a mechanism is said to be a constraint. When mechanism having a degree of the freedom is equal to 1, means this mechanism can be driven by the single input. Means if we give the input to the only one link, or if we provide the only one input, then mechanism can be driven, and this is also called as a constraint mechanism. This is also called as a constraint mechanism. Now when f is equal to 2, when f is equal to 2, means when the degree of the freedom of the mechanism is equal to 2, then two separate inputs motion are required to produce the constraint motion of the mechanism. Means to obtain the constraint motion, two separate inputs are required. When the degree of the freedom of the mechanism is equal to 2, when the degree of the freedom of the mechanism is 2, then two separate inputs are required to obtain the output motion, or to make the mechanism as a constraint. Okay. Now when f is equal to -1, when f is equal to -1, then there are a redundant constraint in a chain, and it is formed statically indeterminate structure. Means such type of structure is statically indeterminate. Means we cannot be determine such type of the structure statically when degree of the freedom is equal to -1. So this is the some purpose of the, or what is mean, or this is the purpose or meaning of the degree of the freedom. Okay. Okay. Now sometimes by Kutzbach's criteria, incorrect result are obtained. This formula, that is f is equal to 3 into L minus 1 minus 2J1 minus J2, this is called as the Kutzbach's criteria. And sometimes by using a Kutzbach's criteria, it is incorrect result are obtained. Using Kutzbach's criteria, incorrect result are obtained because in Kutzbach's equation there is no consideration for a length of the links or other dimensional properties. Means in Kutzbach's criteria, we only focus on number of links, number of binary joint, or number of binary joint means number of lower pair, and we only focus on the number of higher pair. We will not focus on the length of the links. Okay, even though the criteria adds exception to remain useful due to the simplicity. Means this formula is very simple, so it can be not applicable in every stage. Okay, so there is a Grubler criteria. Grubler criteria is applicable to the mechanism which have only one degree of the freedom and consist of only lower pair. Means this Grubler criteria is only applicable to the mechanism which having a degree of the freedom is equal to 1 and which not consist of the higher pair. Means it is a sub part of the Kutzbach's criteria. Okay, so when we put f is equal to 1, Grubler criteria is applicable to the mechanism which having the degree of the freedom is 1 means f is equal to 1 and which not consist of a higher pair means j2 is equal to 0. So when we put f is equal to 1 and j2 is equal to 0, we have an equation that is 3l minus 2j1 minus 4 is equal to 0. 3l minus 2j1 minus 4 is equal to 0, and the above equation is called as the Glubler criteria. The above equation is called as the Glubler criteria, and it is used for a plane mechanism with constant motion. Okay, here they given one note: a plane mechanism with only single degree of the freedom and kinematic pair cannot have odd number of links. In a planar mechanism with single degree of the freedom, the kinematic pair cannot have a odd number of links. Means if the degree of the freedom of the mechanism is 1, if degree of the freedom of the mechanism is 1 and the mechanism is planar mechanism, then number of links present in such mechanism is only even. Odd number of links cannot be applicable to this Glubler criteria. Okay, so for today's session it is enough. In next lecture we will discuss the another part.